Let's make a amazing thumbnail. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and go to this website here. And this is an online photo editor. It's pretty good, and it's kind of what you need to really get started until you get Photoshop yourself. We're going to create a new project. You can name it whatever you want. I think I'm just going to name mine Amazing Thumbnail. And after you name it, then you're going to go ahead and put the width and height. The width for a YouTube thumbnail is 1280, and its height will be 720. Now you can make your thing transparent or not transparent. It's up to you, really. Transparent's more easier, but just for the sake, I'll do it without being transparent. If it's not transparent, it'll be white like this. If it's transparent, it'll be like no background. It'll be like a checkerboard, meaning that there's no image. But speaking of images, we're going to go to Google. And we're going to go ahead and look up something like a game that we're going to do. So we'll do GTA 5, right? But we're typing PNG. PNG is cool because it's a really high quality photo. And also a lot of times they have transparent photos in there. So that way it's easier for you to kind of just render them down and put them into your projects. So here I found one. It's going to be the Grand Theft Auto 5 logo. It's got an all white background. This one actually isn't transparent, but we'll get it anyway. I'll show you how to make it transparent. Because it's all white in the background, makes it pretty easy. So we're going to go to File, Open, and then you're going to go ahead and look for the file that you saved. Whatever you saved at, go in that file and get it. Open her up. And then, so now we're going to Control A to select all. That's Control A. Then you're going to Control C to copy. And then you're going to go back to your original project here. And you're going to go ahead and do Control V to paste. After you paste it, you can actually go to the little magic wand, go around it, and you can hit delete, and that'll get rid of all the white. Now we need to make it smaller, so we're actually going to go to the little, I don't know what we call it, the square. I don't know, I call it the square. You can go to the square, right click, and then you should see free transform. You can take that. Now you can actually manipulate the size of it. So we'll make it about that small. We see that there's a little bit of white still left there. So we're going to take that magic wand again and go ahead and just do the same thing. Click it once and then delete to get rid of it. Now your image is, free floating and it has no white on it. So now we can put it anywhere in our little project. So let's get some more images. Whatever game you're doing, whatever photos you can look up. You can take your own personal photos if you want and manipulate them, but for this sake, I'll just do more Grand Theft Auto stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and find this guy. He looks cool. What the hell is this? This looks fun. All right, so we'll grab this guy. Right, he looks pretty cool. We'll do view image, get the full size, then save it, and name it wherever you want. Put it in your folder. Go back to our project, and then we're gonna go to File, Open, and then look for our file wherever we saved it. Open her up. Same thing. Hit Control A. That selects it all. Then Control C. Go back to our project. Hit Control V to paste. Now we're gonna move him. Put wherever we want. We want to make him a little bit bigger. He's kind of small. So grab the rectangle tool. Right click on him. Go to Free Transform, and then manipulate him and make him wherever you want. How big ever you want. You make him really, really tiny. You can make him really, really big. It's up to you. All right. So now let's find a cool background. We need something to go behind these images. These images are cool and they're clean and they're high res. Also, make sure you're finding stuff that actually has a lot of resolution. You'll see it when you look at the images. They'll say like, 1000 by 800 or whatever. So we found our background. Same thing. Open it up. Then you're gonna Control A, then Control C. Go back to our project and Control V. Now you're gonna see it's in front, so you're actually working with layers. To the right is a toolbar. You can move those layers around and make things come up in the front or back. So think about it as like, sheets of paper, and one thing is in front of the other. So we'll put the background in the back, and we'll put everything in the front there. And it's already starting to come together. It looks kind of cool, right? What we can do from here is actually, I actually like to do like a little like a dog ear thing in the corner here. That way we can actually number. Maybe you're doing a walkthrough. So we'll make this project like it's a walkthrough. So what we can do is make a little dog ear in the corner by making it a different color. There's all kinds of different ways you can do it, but I'll show you how to do it this way because of just so you can play around with the shapes. There's a shape tool and they are fun to work with. So what we're gonna do is make a new layer and then grab the shape tool, and then we're gonna go ahead and select the square. We need the square, yeah, the square, that one. And make it kind of big, make a decent sized square. And then you're gonna get your square tool, the little selector tool, and then go ahead and yes, the square tool, then right click on the square and free transform. Now we're gonna rotate it because we want it to go in the corner, but we also want to split this thing in half sideways so that way we can make that triangle shape. We'll move over here, save it, it's fine. And then we're gonna use the little box tool and we're gonna drop down, try to get it in center as much as possible. If it's not perfect, it's not so bad. So go ahead and do that. And once you do that, hit Control C to copy what we just selected, and then you'll hit Control V to make a new image, and it'll be that little corner. And all we have to do now is just rotate it again by doing the free transform. Rotate it around, manipulate it however you like, and then try to get as much in the corner as you can. If the sides don't line up too right, you can pull it into the corner more and now allow stuff to kind of line up better, but that's good enough. We'll go ahead and get rid of our old one, trash that, don't need it. Now, we have this dog ear, so let's put some like numbers, like maybe this is the walkthrough number 1. So we'll take actually, let's do the colors again. So now you can make it any color you want. That's nice and all, but it doesn't look so great. This gradient tool helps a lot. By getting a gradient tool, you can make it kind of fade into black or whatever color you really want. For me, I'll just do pink. I don't know why I like pink. It pops, you want to catch the people's eyes, Everyone's thumbnails kind of start looking the same after a while, and it's good to throw like different colors in there just so yours stands out. Nothing wrong with pink. Alright, you get your like magic wand, then click onto the pink to select it all, and then you can pull your gradient tool and pull it from one side to the other. One side will go from the color you want to black or whatever color, so just do whatever you like. I started from the corner and went down. So now we can actually put our our number. We're gonna put number 1. Exclamation mark. No, 1. Okay. And you can change the color. I'll do white so that way it actually kind of sticks out over the pink and black. Make it bold so it's a little bit fatter, and then bring it up to the size that you like. It's up to you really. Just try to make it nice. That's all. Go to the arrow tool, move them, and just put them up there. So it's already starting to come together. And then you can actually spice up that number a little bit more by right clicking on the layer that has the 1 in it, and then you can have all these options here. Feel free to play around with any of these options. You can add a backdrop, an inner glow, outer glow. There's all kinds of stuff. Like just have fun. Like that's the main thing. You want to like put colors you like, and start getting that artistic eye and using that to your advantage, and just start making stuff happen. Mess with the little dialers there. There's stuff that makes it like seeable, unseeable, makes the line thicker. There's also makes the size of the shadows or whatever effect you're going for on the object, and just use to whatever. It looks nice. So that looks okay. So we'll do that. And add a drop shadow to make it pop a little more. You want things to pop. You don't want everything to look so flat. The more things are kind of popping out, the better. So. Like I actually don't like that guy in the corner, so I'm gonna go ahead and move him around. I'll maybe put this thing up there just to change it up. And you know what? I was talking about making things pop, right? So let's go ahead, let's make this guy seem like he's more in front than he really is. It looks cool, he actually looks cool in the background and everything, but let's make a line behind him to kind of pull him to the foreground. So what you do is you can get that shape tool again, right? And you can select whatever color you want. There you go. And make a box across. Make a line, This is where we can write our other text in, So now, right now it's in front of them. Don't worry, that's fine. we'll actually just pull that layer down, and now he's behind there. Like, look how cool that is. That's such a great effect, having him come forward like that. And we can go back to using that gradient tool. So go ahead and do the magic wand, outline the box, and then take your gradient tool and go across like that. And, you know, whatever way you want. I'm going to choose from left to right, and that looks okay to me. It still looks kind of flat, so I kind of want to, I think I want to put like another thing back there, but yeah. I'll add a new layer, put the other one in front of it so it's behind it, and we'll drag another black box, and just to put it right behind there, just to give it more depth, you know. Now it looks like even more popping out. Now we can add our text. So this is, you know, a walkthrough, so let's just type a walkthrough. Don't worry, the letters aren't gonna stay pink. We're gonna make them the color that pops up more. We used white before, we'll just use white again. White's fine. White's a good color for this because the pink and the black, the white really does pop. And pull it down, and it's looking kinda small. So you can grab that letter tool again, click on it, it'll bring it to the options, make it, you know, bold italic. Let's bump up the size a bit. Yeah, let's fill it in, you know. That's okay. Alright, cool. Get our arrow tool, readjust it, make it, you know, lined up a little bit better. And remember how we did the effects on the number 1? We're gonna do it again on this walkthrough thing. And, you know, let's give it something to pop out more. I mean, realistically, we only have like kind of 4 layers playing with, but everything seems like it's a layer in front of another layer now. So that's good. We want that. We want that boldness coming through. It's very eye-catching. And this is just basic. This is just super basic, like thumbnail type ordeal. I mean, you can get super, you know, crazy and dynamic with it, and even make your own drawings, do whatever you want. But I mean, if you're looking to make quick thumbnails, this is pretty easy. And you know what? Actually, it's fun. I find it kind of like relaxing and soothing, like just chilling out after I just made my video, or before I make it. This kind of gets me pumped to do my video sometimes. Just seeing like, you know, this could be my thumbnail, and like that gives you inspiration sometimes. Also, man, like check out other YouTubers, and just when you're scrolling down, just look at other people's thumbnails and be like, damn, I wonder how you did that, and then kind of depict like how you would have like recreated that by, you know, what stuff he did to do it. Alright, so just keep messing with the effects, you know, get something you like. I mean, sometimes you can make things look kind of like 3D-ish and more like less lettery. Just look, it has more depth into the letters and stuff, and I mean, it's all to your choosing and liking. Pull things forward, pull things back, make sizes bigger, lesser. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Not the greatest, but it looks good. Alright, what else can we do? We can actually, let's make this cool. Or make it funny. I think funny would be fun, right? Let's make it a little funny. What can we do here? Actually, no, let's put a border. Oh shit. Let's put a border around it. You know, going back to the top of all the layers besides the text, you can go ahead and drag that shape tool all around and give it kind of like a semi-border around everything. That little frameage kind of gives it even more depth and less flat. Now there's more like, you know, it's just a little bit more visually stimulating. And you can make these a little bit thicker, you can make them a little bit thinner, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's really up to you. And then we'll make sure that, you know, our main guy here in the front, he's really up front. So now he's really popping out, like he's ahead of the game. He's all the way out. That way it shows that he's really far up. We'll actually give him, you know, some shadow to show that, you know, that he's even more up in front than most people think he is. And that's good, man. That shadow adds a lot. Him being in front of everything, even the frameage, like he's popping out that frame. I mean, that's good. And it's subtle. So, I was saying, let's make this funny. Let's give his head like an emoji face or something. You could put your own head on there just by importing your image and then cutting out your head with the like cutout tool and just placing it on there. A lot of guys do that. I mean, that's always funny too. But let's take this guy, because let's just say, you know, this guy's all about money, right? He's a rich guy, so we'll do the money emoji guy. And the same as always, man. File, open, find the file, and then Control A, then Control V. Oops. Okay. No. What happened? Oh, you know what? I didn't Control C. Where's the emoji? There it is. Okay. So Control A, Control C, Control C. There we go. And back to our project. Control V. There he is. Alright, so we'll put it over his head. We'll get the magic wand, click the white, and hit delete. He's gone. Alright, and then you can right click and deselect. And you know what? He's got some ridges over around his thingy, but let's see if we can hide those with like a drop shadow. So we'll try to match the rest of our shadows here. Kind of make him look like he's popping out. So they're kind of going to the rightish like that. It's alright. Okay. Just make it a little more subtle, not so dark and crazy. There we go. Lighten it up a bit. That looks good. That looks legit. Now these edges. Okay, the edges. Yeah, those gotta go. So what you can do to do that is you can try to get the magic wand going in there, but sometimes it just doesn't want to, like, you know, work with you. So what you can also do is get the eraser and, you know, just slowly go around, just lightly, you know, just on the outskirts. You know, you want to just drift it around the whole face. And what's great about having that drop shadow in the background, it's actually going to hide a little bit of our mistakes and give it some like subtle smoothness, but just barely go around the edges and just trim it out with like an eraser tool or a feather tool. Sometimes you can get away with like smudging, but I mean, it's pretty good. Maybe like once more around, you know, just, I mean, this is your thumbnail, you know, like you should take a little pride in it. You know, it doesn't take much to make, but you know, it's kind of your signature on top of your video. Sometimes it's the first thing that people are going to see, so you want to put a little bit of effort into it, you know. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I do say myself, that looks pretty good. Alright, and then the last thing to do is just, you know, you want to save. So file, save as. Save your actual thing first as the project file, and then save it as a PNG. And that's the end of it, man. And the rest you just want to upload, put on your YouTube video, put it in your video if you want, or use the thumbnail uploader thing through YouTube's uploader, and just enjoy it. Alright guys, appreciate it. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. And maybe I'll do something else. Thank you.